Welcome to Hunter's Heart video on how to use our do-it-yourself rubber kits to apply rubber contacts. Hunter's Heart has been making contact equipment for 10 years now, and it's available around the world. American Recycling's TPV is the best rubber available, suitable for children's playgrounds in a variety of applications. It has excellent quality and durability on a wide variety of contact equipment for busy training centers, heavy daily use. Our most popular colors are blue for the main area of the contact and yellow for the contact zones. So when you purchase a do-it-yourself kit, it's all pre-measured for you. You'll get pre-measured blue rubber granules and pre-measured adhesive for the blue rubber. Separately from that, you get pre-measured yellow granules and in another container, the pre-measured yellow adhesive. Once you have your rubber kit, you will need to purchase some additional supplies. Nitrile gloves are critically important to prevent allergic reactions. The glue is the component that you are likely to have allergies to, never the rubber. And so it's the wet glue you have to watch out for. If you do get glue on parts of your skin, it's extremely important to wash it off immediately. Another safety precaution is that you should apply the glue and rubber mixture either outdoors or in a well-ventilated area. Keep it away from children and pets until it's applied and cured, when it becomes safe for dogs to run on immediately. It is critically important to prepare the surface of your contacts so that you have the best chance of maximal adhesions of the rubber. So you should remove any old surface down to bare wood if possible. You should clean and dry the contact surface. For example, if it's covered in mud, wash it with dish soap and water and then let it air dry fully. The reason why is that if you put the rubber adhesive mixture on top of the mud, the rubber will stick to the mud and then it will all slough off. So it's very important to have clean and dry, bare surface. To start, you should measure the contact area and use a Sharpie marker to draw a line indicating the contact area. So you need to identify the purple granules, and then you need to mix those purple granules with its corresponding glue. You will apply it to the contact surface before you switch to your next color and area. When you open the rubber, if it has any lumps, simply break them apart with your fingers. Put the rubber and its corresponding glue into a large plastic bucket or container. As mentioned, we use the 5-gallon buckets from Home Depot's paint department, and they work nicely. Use your gloved hands or a spoon to mix. You should mix slowly and evenly until everything is uniformly wet. This should take about 2 minutes once you have some practice. One way to tell if the mixture is mixed adequately is that the color of the granules will originally be light and kind of dull, and once it's mixed it turns darker, so you want to make sure that that darker color is uniform throughout the material. You're going to take the bucket to the contact and using your hand or a trowel, empty the whole bucket into the area that you're covering. Use your hands to press it around the middle of the contact, leaving about an inch free around all edges. The next step is to use your trowel against the 5-in-1 tool to fill in the edges and the corners. You want to press it down so it's all flat and a uniform thickness of approximately 1 granule deep. You're going to fill any holes and flatten again. Note, it's most important to fill the middle area of the equipment, which is where most dogs run. It isn't as important functionally to get perfect corners because the dogs don't usually touch their feet there. So the corners are a difficult area to get granules into the corner without falling over the edge. Don't worry about it too much because, again, the dog is unlikely to touch there, and it's the middle that's important. So once you've applied the purple as shown in the video, you will need to repeat all of these steps for the next area of the yellow contact. One thing it's important to mention is that when you're done, you should just allow the remnants of glue and rubber in the bucket to harden, and then you can easily peel them out with your hand. It doesn't even need to be gloved once it's dry, and it just peels off as a film that you can get rid of. Then you can use your shop vac vacuum to clean out anything that's left. So you can definitely use the same bucket as long as you allow drying time to remove the remnants between areas. It's very important to make sure that while you are applying the rubber to the surface, it can't be rained on. Once it's applied, if the rain falls while it's just curing, that's okay, and there's no detrimental effect. Once your rubber is applied to the surface, thoroughly wash any parts of your skin that might have touched glue, and even wash your clothes if necessary to prevent allergies. You're going to leave the mixture to cure. You can check progress by touching the surface with your gloved hand in about 6 hours. Depending on how warm it is, it takes about 24 to 48 hours to fully cure. And once the contact is stiff to touch, then it's safe to run dogs over it immediately. Thanks.